This right here is not flooded.
This don't stop people from driving.
You know what these yellow poles right here are for?
Yeah, so you don't cross over.
I thought that was that brick thing right there.
That too, but they got the things up there as well.
Imagine this in Florida. It's probably gonna be 10 times worse. Yeah, man. No driving allowed. Look, bro. What? Everyone just got some food from Jimmy John's while they're getting in their car. Overwise is open.
Everything's open, Imani. Okay, stop. I'm alive. Stop.
No, because an ambulance going.
Ain't nobody on here yet.
There's an ambulance.
Hey, Angie, how are you? Thank you for sharing. Thank you. We just got flash flooding. It was raining so hard. Sit back on that seat and be quiet.
I'm a sick boy.
It is flash flooding here. It was raining so hard. It was hailing. Then it got windy. So a lot of our streets are flooded. I just came down the streets. They're flooded. Our streets are flooded. Hey, Sharice, how are you? We made it to the car. We made it in the car. Our streets are flooded. Some of our streets are flooded. The rain has slacked up, but yeah, some of our streets are definitely flooded. I just came. Hey, Melly, I just came down. All the streets that I came down, they got flooded. This is a main street, so this one, yeah.
You have to clear out the main street because it's really busy.
It was raining really hard, y'all. Really hard. It's still raining, but not as bad. It's just a little bit now. Could you please be quiet in my ear? It's like I'm talking and all I hear is you. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Flooding right here, too. Oh, yeah. Flooding right here as well. Jeez. Oh, my God. Oh! Oh, my God. Look at this.
Why did they do that to us?
They just splashed us.
They splashed the whole car. Why did they do that to us?
Oh, my
How
God.
is that fire?
It's flooded on this main street, too, y'all. Sharissa, I see, just heard y'all streets are flooded. They are flooded.
Wait, how is that fire still lit? Right there.
You steady talking, girl. Hey, hey, y'all. Yeah, we got flooding. It's crazy. A lot of the streets are flooded. Yep. So we just easing our way on to get to markets. We left early. It had stopped, slowed down raining, so we ran and got in the car. And I was like, at least we'll be in the car. At least we'll be in the car. Our lights are out, y'all. At the house, our lights went out. Our lights are out, so hopefully it's no repeat of last time where it was out days. So hopefully just a little while, and they'll come back on. Yeah, and then it'll start back raining. It has started back to rain. Hopefully there's no flooding down this way. I'm going to try to avoid the streets that are flooded. But some of it, you can't avoid it. So, I mean, it's probably like that everywhere. Yeah. Our streets never really flooded before. Oh, yeah, we'll be careful. Definitely going to be careful. Our streets, like I said, our streets never really flood. This is the first time, I think this is the first time I've seen our streets flood like that. They probably need to clear out the drains probably got a lot of leaves and stuff. They probably need to come and uncover the drains. Hey, Miss Brenda, how are you? We over here got a flash flood going on, Miss Brenda, from all the rain. How you doing this afternoon? How y'all doing this afternoon? I was trying to wait till everybody come on and we can. Melly say yes. Yeah, we'll be safe. We just easing our way on down here. We not in no hurry. Hey, Miss Marilyn, how are you? Miss Brenda say I'm hot. I hate that water. Yeah, we got a lot of rain. And within like 2 hours time, that rain was coming down, and it was hailing. It was raining, hailing, and then we had like a little wind gust where you could hear the wind. It's like what is that? I'm like, what is that? Then our lights went out. Hey, Allie, how are you? Welcome. Welcome to Autism Everyday. Got questions about autism? Come in and ask. We're on our way to pick my son up, Demarcus. Demarcus is 47 years old and he is autistic. Welcome to Autism Everyday. Hello to you. Where are you tuning in from? Where are you tuning in from? It's a mess out here. Melly say, welcome, Allie. Yep. Miss Merlin say, good afternoon. Katina on. I didn't see Katina. Good morning. Good afternoon, Katina. I did not see her. Oh, yeah, there go Katina. Good afternoon. I didn't see you, Katina. Sorry. So how are you? Everybody doing all right? Is it raining where you all are? Is it raining there? Miss Brenda said, I hope you wasn't cooking. No, I wasn't going to cook, but I can't warm anything up. I mean, my husband can hook the generator up when he come home if necessary, but hopefully the lights will be back on by the time we get back. I'm hoping they'll be back on. I'm hoping they'll be back on, y'all, because we don't want no repeat of last time when our lights went out. It took them at least 3-4 days before our lights came back on. Miss Mellon say, welcome, Allie. Miss Brenda say, welcome. So hopefully it won't be a repeat, y'all. I'm hoping it won't be. I was trying to give everybody a chance to come on, and then we're going to talk about autism. Sharice, what was your question? What was your statement, Sharice? You didn't send it to me, so I forgot what you all were saying. I forgot what y'all were saying. But anyway, this is Autism Everyday YouTube channel. Welcome if you are new. Welcome to Autism Everyday. If you are not new, you know you always welcome. You all are very supported and all of that good stuff. If you did not hit that subscribe button, Allie, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up as y'all are coming in. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up as well. Send up an emoji if you want to, heart or something like that, whatever. We are very appreciative and thankful that you all are here as always. And we, like I said, we are on our way to pick Demarcus up. I am Ernestine, in case someone does not know my name. My name is Ernestine, right? That's my name. That's my name. That's the only name that I answer to. You call me anything other than that, I won't answer. I will not.
Eric, why is the door open?
What door?
That house's door is open.
Maybe they doing something. Look like they moving or something.
It isn't.
Everybody saying hey to everybody. Angie said hey, Sharice. Yep. Melly said hey, Angie. They say hey, Katina. Yeah, so it's gonna be a rainy day. I'm glad I don't have to go to work. No work for me tonight. No work for me tonight, but my work week does start on tomorrow. Sharice said, how do children adapt to the child with autism? You mean like siblings? How do siblings adapt? Is that what you meant, Sharice? How siblings adapt? If you're talking about siblings, you have to start explaining to siblings very early on when they are able to understand. You got to start explaining to them that your brother or sister is different, but they are not less. So that's something that you have to explain very early on to your kids, right? And then they'll understand, okay, he different, but he's still my brother. He's still my sister. I still love them. They just do things different. how do blended families work when the spouse children don't have autism? You know what? I would hope that it works well, but we know in some cases it does not work, right? Some children are not very accepting of their siblings when they are different. I mean, this is reality. It happens. Some kids are not accepting. All my kids are very accepting of Demarcus, as well as his kids. You know, they all know Demarcus is autistic and all of that, so they're very accepting as well. So we didn't really have no issues because we didn't all live in the same house for one, right? My husband's kids lived in another state. They did not live with us. Hey, Miss Veronica, they did not live with us, so they were accepting from a distance, or when they were around him, they treated him the same as they would the siblings that did not have autism. So I've never really experienced that before. You know, I've never really experienced that before, but I know that a lot of people probably do have issues with that because an autistic child or a special needs child takes up a lot of your time. That's just a given fact. They're going to take up more of your time than a normal, so-called normal child would, right? So my kids, you know, they understood all of that, but that's because I explained to them from very early on that, you know, I don't love you all any less because I got to do a little bit more for your brother than I do for you. The love is still the same. It's still the same. So yeah, but I never really had the experience where, you know, the blended family was all in the same house. I've never experienced that. So yeah, never experienced that. But y'all know. Miss Marilyn say how to calm an autistic person who is overwhelmed or having a meltdown. And we talked a lot about meltdowns on Facebook, but meltdowns, I can only speak from like with Demarcus, like how I have handled him in the midst of a meltdown, right? I for one, you always got to stay calm. I don't care what the situation is or what's going on. Calmness is going to be your friend, right? Staying calm, because if I'm yelling, my child having a meltdown, I start yelling and, you know, having a meltdown too, then that's going to be disastrous. It's going to lead to a disaster. Ain't nothing going to be accomplished, and it could go on for hours and hours if you're not careful, right? It could go on for a long period of time. But with Demarcus, I've always been able to calm him down, like, you know, just talking calmly to him, maybe hug him if he'll allow me, or, you know, just trying to talk him through the situation, whatever it is that's going on. Demarcus has had many meltdowns, and it's never led to a dangerous situation. None of that has ever led to a dangerous situation. He's always been able to calm down in a reasonable amount of time. But calmness, I'm telling you, being calm, because a lot of kids, they take your aggression and they run with it and they don't stop. They just keep going and going, and it could turn into something really bad. So, you know, I say keep calm and try to talk your child through it. If music help, whatever you think that's going to help your child to get through that meltdown. Like music has helped Demarcus, trying to redirect him to other things, or redirect his attention to something else. You know, all those things have helped. All those things have helped. Hold on. Let me see what y'all saying. Let me get through this light. Let me make it through this light. Um, Sharice say, or if your child is your spouse's first child with autism and it's both of your child and the other parent isn't as patient as you. That could be a problem as well, Sharice, because we all need to be on the same page when it comes to our child. Everybody needs to be on the same page. Everybody needs to know how to handle a situation, what to do. And if it gets out of hand, you also need to know what to do in those situations, because things can get out of hand real quick. Don't be so quick to pick up the phone and call the police, right? I know in some situations it has to be done, right? It has to be done. But calling the police is really a dangerous thing to do, right? When a lot of these adults, sometimes the parents do have to call the police and let them intervene and take them to the hospital or something like that because they're not able to handle the situation. But if you can handle the situation without involving the authorities or without involving a lot of people outside of that house, you have a better chance of getting your child to calm down, and you'll have a better chance. Parents have to be on the same page. Hey, Susan, how are you? Parents have to be on the same page, whether it's their child or not, right? Whether it's their child or not, right? You're not coming into my house if you ain't loving on all my kids, right? You're not, right? If you're not their father, you gotta come in my house and you gotta love my kids the same way that I do, or we gonna have a problem. We gonna have a problem. Hey, Toya. Sharice say Miss Doreen's question was how to deal with a child that like to run away. You better put some locks on the doors. You better put some locks on them. You better put a track on them. You better do whatever you can to keep them safe. Because if they get out that house, a lot of times we don't find our kids alive. A lot of times our kids are found unalive because of certain situations. They're attracted to water. They could, somebody could harm them. Somebody could harm them. What is mood? Uh, Susan said, "Good afternoon." What you mean, Miss Marilyn? What is mood? Toya say my brother came out here from Oregon. Oh, okay, Toya, enjoy yourself, baby. Enjoy. Miss Marilyn say, "Good afternoon, Susan. Enjoy yourself, okay?" Yeah. Let me see. Uh, Susan said, "Be careful out there." I am. We got flooding in our area, Susan. We got flooding. I came down quite a few streets that were flooded. Quite a few streets that are flooded. Yeah, it stopped over here. It stopped. It done stopped raining over here, right? But right now, it has stopped. But a lot of our kids get out the house. A lot of our kids will get out the house. I remember DeMarcus got out a couple times, but he was like right there. He didn't run away or anything like that. He didn't run away. Susan said, I think Miss Marilyn was asking, oh, stimming. What is stimming? Stimming is just sometimes when our kids get overstimulated, they do certain things with their hands. They may rock back and forth. They may clap. They may jump up and down. All those things are stimming, right? Like y'all see DeMarcus be messing with his fingers sometimes. He might do like this, or, he might be doing something with his fingers. That's all stimming. That's like when they overstimulated. Sometimes that helps them to keep calm. She meant mood. Oh, that helps to keep them calm. The stimming helps to keep them calm. It does. Susan says Stefan stimming with his fingers and waving his hands in there. Yeah, 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 yep. DeMarcus do like different little actions. Y'all don't see a lot of it because y'all don't see him standing up a lot. But like when he's standing up and he get like little ants, he may, he'll rock. He may do like this. He may move back and forth like this. Or, he always looking at his fingers, doing something with his fingers. Y'all seen him do that. Or he be talking to himself. Like you can see his mouth moving. He be talking to himself. He be talking to himself. So when you say mood, Miss Marilyn, what exactly are you asking? Mood, like different moods? Do they have different moods? Yeah, DeMarcus be in different moods. He have a whole lot of different moods going on. I be like, what's going on today? Sometimes he don't want to be bothered at all. Sometimes he be in the mood where he don't want to be bothered at all. He don't want nobody messing with him. You say something to him, he get all, he might get.
Hey, beautiful.
Thank you. How y'all doing? Thank y'all. Y'all be careful.
You too, bye.
You had a good day, Demarcus? You had a good day? Yeah, waving their finger, doing stuff like that. That's all. That is all stemming. All stemming. It is. All right, y'all. Demarcus is in the car. I'll take your mask, buddy, and then we're gonna flip the camera around. We're gonna flip y'all around. Flip y'all around. There we go. There go Mr. Demarcus. There he is. Yeah. Demarcus. Miss Merrill said, how was your day, Demarcus? All right, y'all. It's still raining a little bit, so we gotta get on out here. Hold on a minute. Susan said, most definitely moods are something else. One day is just as friendly. Next day he's quiet, don't want to talk. Right? They don't be want to be bothered. Hey, Linda, see, how are you? And sometimes you be like, ask a question or whatever, be, like the whole mood just changed. The whole entire mood changes. And sometimes we don't know from day to day. She meant stemming, not mood. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully we answer her on the stemming part of it. But moods, they be moody. They be very moody. Susan said, good afternoon, Demarcus. Good job, buddy. Good job, Demarcus. Demarcus said he had a good day. It's always a good day when he have a good day. We all have good days. Yeah. What you got in the bag? Let me see what you got today. What you got? You got chips. He got chips today, y'all. They done gave him some chips. At least they slowed down on giving him chips. At least they slowed down. Miss Marilyn said, great job, DeMar. Yeah, that was very good. Very good. They slowed down on giving him chips, so they ain't gave him to him in about a week or so he can have a bag. Just got rid of the last bag that he had that he brought from workshop. So they be listening. Did you get the money? I did, Linda C. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Linda C., for sending funds, money to the needy fund. Thank you so much, Linda C. It's greatly appreciated. Every dime, every nickel is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did. I was going to remember to mention it. Right? I get to run in my mouth, and sometimes I forget, but I thank you for reminding me. Thank you very much. Yes. Cherie say, good afternoon, Demarcus. Yeah, so it's dark outside, y'all. It look light outside, but it is not light outside. It is dark. It is dark and cloudy. Very dark and cloudy. But any day that we are alive is a good day, so it don't matter. The rain, whatever, it's still a good day. It's still a good day. Cherie said, good afternoon, Demarcus. Yeah. But yeah, our kids will run. I be so afraid for people who live in homes and don't have some kind of security in place to keep their child from running outside, from getting out. It's a very dangerous thing when our kids get out. Very dangerous. And a lot of times they are very hard to find. Believe it or not. You would think that it would be easy to find them, but sometimes it's hard to find them. Hey, Uncle Benny. There go Uncle Benny, y'all. How you doing today, Uncle Benny? How are ya? You found us. I see you too. I see ya. Toya say, hey, Demarcus. How you doing today, Uncle Benny? How are ya? Good to see you over here. Love it when y'all come find us over here. You doing good? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Glad to hear that. But yeah, a lot of kids become missing. They be missing, y'all, and they can't find these kids. They can't find them. And you would think that our babies get out, or adults or whatever, they get out, that somebody would know them and report it. But that don't happen, y'all. It don't happen. These kids end up in being in danger. They be in danger. They be in danger. That's why it's important to have locks, cameras, tags, um, trackers. All that stuff is very important. Very important. Very, very important. Baby, I've been thinking about putting a camera on DeMarcus. See what go on at the workshop. I ain't lying. Because y'all know these places appear to be good. Y'all know what happened with that little kid at that daycare, right? Y'all know what happened. So everybody ain't treating our kids right. Everybody not gonna treat our babies right. And they out here in these streets lost and stuff like that. People not reporting it, which is a shame. It's a shame. But my thought process has been on that. Um, Susan said, I had an autistic student who got out of my class when I was working. Thank God he was hiding in the dramatic play area under the clothes. I was a nervous wreck. I bet you were. I bet you were. Put it on a book bag. Right. I sure been thinking about putting one on for real. I ain't lying. Because I be wanting to know what's going on. Right, Linda C. I be wanting to know what's going on behind closed doors when I drop him off, right? So, I mean, I know it's not the legal thing to do, but that lady would have never known how they were treating her baby if she not had that camera on him. She would have never known. Um, Cherie say, what's your advice for a parent who may be autistic or have ADHD or ADD who has an autistic child? I've seen a few followers on TikTok. That's a rough situation right there. A parent that's autistic and have ADHD, and then they got a child that's autistic and have, that's a combination right there, Cherise. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. We both need help at that point. We both gonna need, we need to go get some help, right? I'm gonna need some help to deal with myself, and I'm gonna need some help to deal with my child, right? Because we both kind of in the same situation, and if I can't help myself, then I can't help my child. So I'm gonna go get me some help first, and then I'm gonna give my child some help, and we gonna deal with it together. That's my advice, because we both in the same situation. Oh no, that's bad. That's really a bad situation. But there are a lot of parents out here who have disability themselves, and they are dealing with children who have disabilities too. That's a lot. That's a lot. But I gotta get me some help first. I'm gonna have to get myself right in order to be able to deal with my child. Because if I'm not right, then I'm not gonna be able to deal with my child properly. I'm not. So we gonna get some help together. We're gonna do it together. We're gonna get us some help together, and try to make it work the best as we can. But a lot of parents out here are disabled. Their children are disabled, and they're not getting the help that they need. Susan says some parents find out later on in life they are autistic. Plenty of therapy, socially and mentally. Yes, they do. They do. A lot of people are being diagnosed at an older age that with autism. They are. They are. They really are. Like, it's on the rise. The diagnoses are on the rise for adults. And they've been dealing with this stuff all their life and didn't have a diagnosis. Probably didn't know what was wrong with them because they were different and they didn't know. But yeah, I gotta get my mental right in order to deal with my child as well. My mind has to be mentally stable, no matter what situation I'm in, no matter if I'm autistic or whatever. I gotta be able to deal with that child and help them. Gotta help them as much as I can as well as help myself. So yeah, it's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. I thank God that I'm okay. And I look. I needed therapy. I had to go to therapy for a while. I'm not ashamed of it. Not ashamed. No, definitely not ashamed. I needed therapy, honey. I needed to be able to think straight and my mind be clear when I'm dealing with my child. So yeah, therapy is not a bad thing. It is not taboo. It is a good thing. It can help you work through a lot of things, that underlying things that you may not even see. So yeah, Angie say, hey Demarcus. So therapy is a good thing. It's not a bad thing, y'all. It is not. Medication is not a bad thing, right? I just chose not to give Demarcus medication because I didn't think he needed it, and I was right. He didn't need it. He didn't need it, and I didn't give it to him. And I don't regret not one decision that I have made on his behalf. Not a one. Not a one. I would do it all over again. All over again, I would. Yes, indeed. Without all the medication and all that, therapy has worked for him, and it's worked well. So, so that's my spill on that. Next question. Come on with it, y'all. Come on with the questions. Somebody might see this and it help them out, right? Uh, what it what was it hard to potty? Actually, it wasn't. It was not hard to potty train Demarcus Mendes, Susan. It was not. He he was around. He was close to about 1.5, and he was potty trained at that point. 1.5, close to 2. By the time he got ready to go to school, he was potty trained already. He didn't like being wet and things like that. So when a child don't like being wet, baby, they gonna do what's necessary to stay dry. So it wasn't hard at all. It was not. He, followed his daddy to the bathroom, see what his daddy was doing. Daddy would, talk to him and tell him what he doing and all that kind of stuff. And before you knew it, Demarcus was just mimicking what he did. That's what he did. He was just mimicking what he saw his daddy do. Susan says same for Stefan. He was potty trained around 2. Yeah. Yep. And that's a good age for a child that has a disability, you know. But yeah, he would just mimic what he saw his daddy doing. And before you know it, he was doing the same thing. He was potty trained. So yeah. But that's good, Susan, that he was trained at an early age as well. Because some of these kids, y'all know some of the kids are still in diapers and things like that, way beyond 2 years old. Way beyond 2. But Demarcus didn't like being wet. No, he did not. So yeah. So it was fairly easy. Thank God. Thank God. But y'all know, I mean, you got adults that, wear diapers and stuff. So it's not, even if they don't have a disability, it's not uncommon. It's not uncommon. People tend to turn their nose up at certain things, and they just don't be knowing the situation sometimes. What about walking? Demarcus started walking early. He was walking early, Susan. I think Demarcus was walking at about a year old, maybe sooner than that. Like all my kids, they walk fast. They walk fast. They were potty trained fast. None of them were late in that area. Demarcus was walking probably before he was 1, I believe. Yeah. What about Stefan? How old was he when he started walking? But yeah, he did things pretty quickly. Just a speech and stuff like that. You know. But yeah, walking very early. Did he get into things? Not really. Demarcus was a good baby. He was a really good baby, y'all. He was a good baby. I had one that was a crybaby. I only had one that was a crybaby. And y'all try and guess who that was. Who was the crybaby out the bunch? Who was the crybaby out the bunch? Susan said Stefan was about 13 months. That's a good age. That's a good age, Susan. Most normal kids walk around a year old, 13 months, so that's not unusual. Nope, it was not Takia, Susan. Nope. Takia was a very good baby. No, it wasn't Darius. Yep. Chris was the crybaby, y'all.
Mom has pictures.
That boy was a crybaby.
Of Uncle Davies as a kid.
That boy was a crybaby. Chris was a crybaby, Melly. Yes, honey. That boy was attached to the hip. He was a crybaby, a spoiled rotten. Takia was a really good baby. DeMarcus was a good baby. Darius was spoiled. You know, he was the last one, so he was spoiled, but he wasn't really a crybaby.
Mom has pictures of Uncle Davies as a little kid.
Yeah, but that Chris, ooh, child. You just look at that little boy, he started crying. I be like, what the hell? Then, like him and Takia were close in age. So they both started crying, baby. I sit there and cry with them. I be crying too, right along with them. But yeah, he was the crybaby, y'all. He was the crybaby. But he grew out of that. He grew out of it very quickly. But yeah, he wanted me to just hold him and talk to him. He was one of those type of babies, right? Just needed all of your attention. All of your attention. And he was the baby. Chris was the baby for a long time before Darius came on, 15 years. So yeah. But yeah, it was Chris, y'all. Takia was one of the sweetest babies ever. Baby. She was a good baby. They were all happy babies. Even Chris, he was a happy baby. He just wanted his way. He was just spoiled rotten from the jump. And Takia, she was just a beautiful, happy baby. I mean, she just lit up. Like when she would smile, her whole face would light up. Darius was a good baby too. He was a happy baby too. DeMarcus, very happy. Very happy. DeMarcus was a very happy baby. Always had a smile on his face. You could look at him and he would start laughing. Oops. Flooding, y'all. We got flooding right here. You could look at DeMarcus and he would just start laughing. That's how happy he was. It's a lot of flooding right here, y'all, so I gotta be careful going through here. But yeah. It's a lot of flooding right here. I don't know if y'all can see. Let me see if y'all can see. Y'all see the flooding right there? Y'all see it? Y'all see that flooding?
Somebody started swimming across the street. Bro,
y'all see that flooding? Y'all see it? We got flooding.
There's not flooding.
It's a lot of water standing right here. Lots of water standing here. Yeah.
Right there, there's no flood near that.
Yeah, it's a lot of flooding going on today. Susan said, oh wow, yeah, it's a lot. Yep, it's a lot of water right here. It is, y'all. It's a lot. Like it ain't, and it's. I'm thinking that the things are.
Like
the drains need to be opened up. That's what it is. These drains are clogged up and with weeds and whatever trash or something that's done came through. Yeah. So, but yeah. Yep, it's a lot of flooding. Miss Brenda say, wow, lots of what? Yes, it's a lot right here too. Oh my God, it's a lot. It is a lot right here. Look at that car. Oh my God, I shouldn't have came this way, y'all. Oh no.
Oh my God, we're swimming.
Oh,
we're in a boat.
No.
Somebody could swim in this.
This is ridiculous, y'all. Like, this is crazy.
We're in a boat.
Oh, it's Susan, whatever you do. Susan, whatever you do, don't come down, kid. Don't come down.
Oh my God, that car just
don't come down this way. Because it is a whole lot of water right here.
That drain is closed right there.
I'm about to get off of here. Let me see. Let me get over here. I'm getting off of that street. I'm off of there. I got off of there. Ain't no way.
There's a whirlpool. There's a car's front.
It's
a whirlpool.
Yeah, that's crazy, y'all. Melly said, I just got a notification that you have warning until 7. Yeah, I got off that street, y'all. That was too much water.
We just ran over a car's part, like the front thing or back.
I got off of there because that's way too much water for me.
There's a whirlpool.
Hey, Denise, how are you?
You know the whirlpool that we were trying to make.
How you doing?
This is the bench right there.
What's that? Oh, I'm like, what is that? Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, it's dangerous. I got off that street, baby. I got on a more dry street with less
There ain't no
flooding.
water.
Ain't no water down this way, so it's no water like down by us. No water down by I'm not gonna answer because I don't want my live to end. That's my son calling. That was my son calling. He gonna call back. He gonna keep calling till I answer. That's just how he is, y'all. So there's really no flooding on our end right here. It's not. Yeah. There's no flooding on our end. It's dry. But down that way, going that way, oh yeah, lots of flooding. That's a tree done fell down over there, a tree branch.
I saw planes flying during the rainstorm.
Oh my goodness. Tree branches done fell over there too.
And there were planes flying.
So yeah, so our streets are clear of water. Our streets are clear of the water. Thank God.
Like, there was like
Our streets are clear. DeMarcus, how are you? Denise said, how are you? Yep. It's a lot of water. Yeah, it's dangerous. Very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. So I got off that street. I don't know how people driving down there. If I had knew that, I wouldn't have even went that far down. I would have turned off long before I got down there, but I was in it already, so I just had to wait until I could turn. Yeah. Yes. Susan said, I'm not. I'm in for the rest of the day. Good. What is that? What are you doing?
Money's hitting me.
Stop. Yeah. Um. Yeah, we got a warning until 7. Yeah. It's definitely flash flooding going on. Alinda, how are you? Alinda say, hey, DeMarcus and everyone. How y'all doing today? So I don't think our lights have come back on. I don't think they've come back on yet. So we got to go in here and deal with that. Miss Brenda say last week when the was heavy, a whole tree fell on my chicken coop. Did it, Miss Brenda? Hopefully your chickens got out of there. We was eating chicken for dinner. Hopefully they didn't hurt the chickens. Yeah. Yeah, this weather is crazy, y'all. The weather is crazy. It is. Let's see what kind of chips DeMarcus got today. He got tangy cheese. These are the chips he got. These are the chips he got today, y'all. DeMarcus got chips. For anybody that don't know, that may be new, DeMarcus go to the workshop. Sometimes they go to the store and they're able to pick a snack. These look good. Tangy cheese. They look good. They look really good. Hey Richard, how are you? How you doing this afternoon? Just imagine your child getting out in this kind of weather, like when it's raining and flooding and water everywhere. So just imagine your child being out here in these streets and it's, water everywhere, like everywhere, water. Just imagine your power baby or adult getting out in this. That's crazy, right? Better make sure you got some good locks, a good alarm system, and a tag on them if necessary, or tracker, whatever you got to do to keep your child safe. Whatever you got to do to keep them safe, then that's what you should be doing. That's what you should be doing. Who is that? Tense surprise. Who is that? I don't know who that is. I forgot who that was. Richard say, been out picking tomatoes, have 4 orange boxes, gonna start canning tonight. Do you got room for more? I wish I could do a garden. I do. Richard say they spoil him or he spoils himself. Both. Both, Richard. Oh, Augusta. I'm sorry, Augusta. I forgot that quickly. How you doing this afternoon, Augusta? I forgot that was your name on here. I forgot. Totally forgot. I'm sorry. Charge it to my head and not my heart. I'm sorry. So sorry. Augusta say good afternoon, sugar babies. Why you all up in my camera? Why are you all up in my camera, little girl?
I wasn't.
Richard say, what we were talking about, our, power babies and adult, eloping, and how do you deal with a blended family when you have an autistic child. That's what we were talking about. Yeah, my lights are out, Denise. My lights are out. They are out. Yes, they are out. Yes, honey, they are out. And ain't nothing I could do about it. The lights are out. Augusta said, hey, Miss Marilyn. Richard said, oh, okay, it's hard. So it is very hard. But we have managed to keep the market safe, and we'll continue to do that, right? We'll continue to keep them safe as possible. But I'm telling you, if you get some locks, some good locks, and put on those doors, some people have to lock themselves inside the house. It's a dangerous thing to do, but you got to do what you got to do to keep your child from getting out. You have to do what you have to do. Yes, it's dangerous to be locked inside of a house, but I would rather be locked, take my chances locked inside than my child to get out and something happen to them. Like for real. So look, I'll lock us all up in there if necessary. Augusta said, I agree. Think alarm system is necessary. Yes. Richard said, my uncle used to go 100 miles away sometimes on the bus. Wow. But he kind of knew his way around, Richard, right? He kind of knew how to get back home, right? I'm talking about for the ones who don't understand the danger that they're in. But your uncle, he knew how to make his way back to the house. Richard said used to scare me to death. It's only allow him to have $40. Yeah. So he knew how to get on that bus and make his way back home. Yeah. Linda say mine's were blinking. Well, mine went out, honey. I was laying across the bed on the phone, and all of a sudden the lights went out. I was like, oh Lord, the lights done went out. And the only reason I knew, I didn't have no lights on or anything like that. I had no lights on, but my phone was on the charger, and then it just blinked. It just clicked out. Like, and I'm like, okay, I know it ain't unplugged, and then I looked at the clock and stuff, and the lights were out. Uh, Richard said exactly, yes, he did know, but still, he shouldn't have been that far. Yeah, that was a long way, Richard. That was a long way. Did he do that a lot? Or he understood? Did he understand that he was in danger, that he could be in danger? And most of our power babies and adults, they don't know nothing about danger. They don't. They don't know about danger. They just don't. Like danger, lying, how people lie and stuff like that. Most of our power babies and adults, they don't know nothing about lying and stuff like that. Linda say praying mine don't go. I know. I hope mine come back on, because otherwise we're going to have to order us something to eat. Because we can't warm up nothing. My husband not here to hook the generator up. He at work. He at work.
Me and Money want canes.
Girl, well, cane yourself on over there and get you some.
What is tasty? I haven't had it in so long.
Richard said a couple times a month once he was almost getting arrested and handcuffed. Oh no, Richard, that's dangerous. Augusta said it only took one time for my power baby to get out the house, and I went crazy. Got an alarm all over the house and camera. I know that's right, Augusta. Uh, Linda C said, my son eloped when he was 4. He snuck outside with our dog. A neighbor saw him and told me the dog would not let no one touch him. He was going across the overpass. Well, that's good. He had that dog with him, Linda C. Yeah, my lights are out, Susan. Yeah, my lights are out. I pray it come back on as well, Augusta. I'm praying too that it come back on quickly. Right? We had a whole poll down before. That's why they went out. Richard say, thank God my aunt just happened to be there and went one of and told the cops he didn't rob the bank. Oh my God, Richard. Wow. That is so dangerous. That is so dangerous. And then a lot of our adults are very aggressive. So if approached by someone, they, especially like cops or whoever, they could become very aggressive and someone could really hurt them. Linda C said, I was very upset when that. I know you were. I would be, look, be pulling my hair trying to find my child. I wouldn't rest. Augusta said, I know how it feels to have no power. It happened to us every hurricane season. It's not fun. No, it's not. Richard said, my uncle would take you out. I know, Richard, and that's what I be, that's very frightening right there. Very frightening, right? Very, very frightening. That's very frightening and it's very dangerous. Very dangerous. It's a very dangerous, they be in some dangerous situations. That's why, everybody ain't educated about autism. That is why we do our walk, right? This is one of the reasons why we do our walk is to try to educate and advocate and, you know, help people to understand what autism really is and how it affects so many of our family members, friends, families, all of that. Richard say very much so, yes. Very dangerous. Richard said, yes, ma'am, to educate and also advocate. Yeah, yeah. And, people want ask, well, why you do these walks? Because we're trying to help people to understand what autism is. So if you happen to meet mine, maybe something that we have said or given you information on that you'll know how to not get, know how to deal with them and not be wanting to hurt them, right? Not be wanting to hurt them, but to help them. Help them find their way back home, whatever the case may be. If you know a little something, maybe you won't try to hurt them, you know? So, yeah. So, this is why we do these walks. It's very important. We got to do our part. Richard say, help, help, help. Yeah. Augusta say, the more people that educated, the better off it will be for all the Bob. Yes, Augusta. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I don't care if you got a family member or not. You probably know somebody who has an autistic person in their family, right? You probably know someone. And that will help you to understand them more if you knew more about it. It will help you to understand it more, you know? So, yeah. Before I knew about, I'm learning every day something new where autism is concerned. I'm always wanting to learn people in different situations. I want to know, how they deal with different things and how do they deal with their adult who may be aggressive. What are they doing on a day to day to try to keep them calm and not be aggressive? Yeah. Richard say they are wonderful people for the most part. Yes, they are. Yeah. Augusta says certain situations can be handled differently if only they was educated. Exactly. Exactly. If only they were educated. Yes.
Why is my
Yes.
tongue blue? Blue.
Yes, indeed.
How is my tongue blue?
Education helps a lot. Uh, Augusta said, yes, exactly, Richard. They sure are. Yes, our babies are beautiful. Our power babies and adults are beautiful people. Beautiful people. For the most part, they're very caring. I mean, I know some are very aggressive and stuff like that. We all know that, right? But even in their aggression, I think they feel a lot. They feel a lot. A lot of stuff they just don't understand, and it comes out in aggression.
Mom, I need something. She got this.
I'm talking. What is it?
It's something really cool.
What is that?
got a dumpling. Open it. Open it. I got a dumpling.
Richard say the live they have It's unsaid. Yep.
Mama, look. I got a dumpling. I got a brown squishy dumpling.
Oh no.
My dumpling.
Richard say the love they have is unsaid. Right, Richard. It is. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, it is. Yes. So we gotta do what we can do to help people to understand that our babies are not, that they're human, that they're just like everybody else. They have feelings, emotions. They go through things that just like the next person, right? They may go through it in a different way, but it's never less, right? They are never less. They always are. They are more, right? Linda said yes. Demarcus is very loving and kind. He is. Yes, he definitely is. Linda definitely is. Demarcus is very approachable, right? Very approachable. Very approachable.
No, that's gonna make
Some of our power babies and adults, of course, they don't like to be touched and things like that. That's just a sensory overload. It's a sensory thing for them, right? Certain textures, certain foods and things like that. It could be a sensory overload. Richard said he's great. Yeah, yeah, but yeah. So y'all, I guess we're gonna get off of here and go in the dark in here. It's not super dark outside, but praying that these lights come back on very soon because I'm hungry. Richard said he's so cool. Yes, Demarcus is very cool, very cool, very cool, right, Demarcus? Very cool. He is. Linda say, but so many are not. That's true, Linda. So many of our power babies and adults are not. Yep, they aren't. But there are things that can be done to get them to the point where they need to be. Hey, Donna K, how are you? How you doing? But yeah, stop. So we're about to get off of here, you all, and we will definitely see you all in the morning on the ride to drop the Marcus off at workshop. If God say the same. Thankful Monday it is, Donna. Richard say that's okay though. Yep, it is. It is.
Today's my little birthday.
Girl, move. Can y'all wait till I get done with the live? Please, thank you very much. When I'm not on the live, y'all ain't got nothing to say. But when I'm on the live, y'all got plenty to say. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, we gotta trim that tree. You too, Augusta, have a great one. Yeah, our power babies and adults are beautiful, 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 beautiful. Right? They are. And we just have to work with them and help them in any way that we can to become all that they can be. Uh Richard say sending you some pictures. Okay, Richard. You too, Miss Brenda. You be blessed. Denise say Demarcus seems so calm. He is. Denise, for the most part, he is. Right? Every now and then he get a little antsy, but for the most part, he is. He has. I have not seen a meltdown in quite a while. None of that. I haven't seen any of that in quite a while. Linda say, "Hey Richard, I haven't seen any of that in quite a while." Hey Gus, how are you? You too, Melly. You have a great look. I had to put a cap on my head because my hair it got this. The humidity tore it up this morning. The humidity tore my head up this morning, and that's what natural hair gets you, right? But yeah, but any question that you all have, like every day we gonna be talking about something. Every day we will be talking about something as it relates to autism. Every single day that we come on here live, we will be talking about something as it relates to autism. So y'all keep bringing the questions and keep on. Gus said I'm doing good. I chopped my hair off. Did you, Gus? Girl, you gotta send me a picture of that. Send me a picture of that, Gus, because I want to see you chop that hair off. Okay. But we love you guys. Don't forget about our Needy Fund. Thank you to everyone who has been contributing to our Needy Fund. Thank you all, thank you all, thank you all. It's greatly appreciated. If you have not donated to Miss Belvry's fundraiser, please go and do so if you can. please go do so if you can, right? If you are able to make a small donation or a large donation or whatever kind of donation you have, go and do so. And if you can't make a donation, you know you don't have the funds to do it, just say a prayer for that family. Continue to pray for them. Continue to pray for them. Miss Marilyn said everyone have a positive, safe, and peaceful evening. I hope my lights come back on too, Miss Marilyn. Praying that these lights come back on quickly. Because we need to eat. We hungry. We's hungry. We are hungry out here. We need to eat. And we can't warm nothing up until we wait until my husband come home and hook up the generator. But we hungry now. He working late. So we hungry right now. So we gonna have to either order us something or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna have to do, but we're gonna have to do something. But anyway, y'all, we love you guys. Appreciate you all. If you did not hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you all hit a thumbs up as you are going out. Y'all go and replay the videos and the shorts and things like that. Go replay those things. Yeah, my power's out, Richard. It is out for right now. It is out. Gus said, made my mom famous chocolate chip pancakes with extra chocolate chip. Yummy. That sounds good. But make sure you all have hit the subscribe button. Make sure you all hit the thumbs up, and make sure you all go and watch everything that's on YouTube that you are able to watch. I mean, not watch it, but just let it play. Just let it play, y'all. Okay. All right, but we're going to go ahead and get on off of here. We will see you all in the morning on the ride to drop the markets off after God say the same. Girls, y'all go ahead on and say good night.
Good night.
Okay.
Good night. See you all. Oh.
So DeMarcus said his good nights. Thank you, Richard. And as I always say, keep love in your heart, a smile on your face, a praise in your mouth, God first, and he will take care of the rest. Love you guys. Peace and love to you all. Y'all keep on praying that this power come back on, right? See y'all later. Love y'all. See y'all in the morning. Love y'all.